What's up, Internet? I'm Matt Brickman. This is the 734 from WCCO. Here we go. Less than 36 hours till the tip-off of the Final Four here in Minneapolis. And it looks like the weather's going to turn around just in time. Now, still pretty cool and foggy for the moment, but those clouds aren't going to stay with us all day today. 36 up on the WCCO rooftop. The weather watcher's red because we do have a warmer day ahead. Now, we got to get rid of this fog first. It's pretty bad south, west, and north, pretty much everywhere. But in western Wisconsin, Eau Claire is fine. But even in the cities, we've got some low-hanging clouds over the rooftops. By the afternoon, that's gone. Clouds should start to break, and we'll make a run at 60 degrees. We've only hit that mark once in 2019, but I think we could get there today, and if we don't, we'll be right around that number all weekend long. We do have a little bit of wet weather, though. Saturday morning, I would expect showers there. Should dry out by the afternoon, and then more rain, I think, for most of the day on Sunday. Sunday night, though, should be dry, and then Monday for the championship game looks perfect. Partly sunny and 66. Okay, let's keep it simple this morning. There are 4 teams left: Auburn, Virginia, Michigan State, and Texas Tech. So this morning, I want to know who you're rooting to cut down the net and why. Now, there is this argument that, hey, we root for the Gophers, we root for the Badgers, let's root for the Big Ten team, Michigan State, right? I'm kind of the opposite here. I have been rooting against Tom Izzo in Michigan State since I went to a Big Ten school in 2003. I want anyone but that guy to win. If you're watching on Facebook or on Twitter, let us know who you are rooting for and why, and we'll share some of those thoughts coming up in just a few minutes. Well, you don't have to be a college basketball fan to get into some of the fun this weekend. There's a ton of stuff going on downtown, and most of it is free. At 10 this morning, you can go watch the teams practice inside US Bank Stadium. That'll be cool. Fan Fest over at the Convention Center opens at 11 this morning. That's $10 for adults, but kids under 12 get in for free. The tip-off tailgate on Nicollet Mall is also free. That starts at 4 this afternoon. That's where the big Ferris wheel is that we've been showing off. There's also going to be music down there, as well as some food. Speaking of music, the Chainsmokers performing at the Armory in downtown Minneapolis tonight. That show is at 7, and it is sold out. Jonas Brothers and Katy Perry also perform this weekend, and you're not going to believe it, but those shows are sold out too. Keep in mind, no purses or backpacks allowed at any of the NCAA events, only clear bags or clutches. Many venues and hotels also just give you one of those clear bags for free, so you can always ask about those. Okay, let's talk about food because I plan to gorge myself this weekend. US Bank Stadium is serving up food inspired by the teams who are going to be taking the court. First up, the Auburn Tigers with the Tiger Paw pork skins. Does this look good to you? Fried pork skins with sriracha mayo and green onion. Sparty gets a hot dog. It's a coney dog, actually. Got your all-beef dog topped with onions, mustard, and a meat sauce. Texas Tech, I think, has my favorite here, the Big Tex nachos. Got your chili, sour cream, guac, and salsa there. In Virginia, it's pretty cool. For Wahoo fans, the Wahoo shrimp and grits, topped with a creamy red sauce. If you want to get these snacks in the building, got to go over to section 118. All right, let's take a look at what some out-of-towners are saying as we get ready for the Final Four. Joel has that Final Four feeling. Big Texas Tech fan there, saying wreck 'em. That's got to be the team motto at this point. This is cool. Nuria saying the Rivera family has come to play. Minneapolis is looking great. Oh, you will be our favorite if you say nice things about our city. Keep that up. Trent saying creating good karma on our way to the Final Four. Getting some Texas-style Whataburger down there. That's nice. And one more from Joey. Minneapolis-bound War Eagles, some Auburn fans on their way to Minnesota. Okay, in other news this morning, floodgates are going up in Fargo as the Red River rises. Right now, the river is sitting at the 28-foot mark. It's expected to reach 35 feet by sometime Sunday and crest on Monday. City crews put up these floodgates you're seeing there. They first put them up on the First Avenue Bridge, which is going to remain closed until that water goes down. Well, this missing child case we told you about yesterday just took an awful turn. Turns out the man who was claiming to be Timothy Pitson was lying. Police used DNA to figure out the man is actually 23-year-old Brian Reaney. Reaney said he had escaped 2 kidnappers that had been holding him for 7 years. Despite the false hope, the search for Timothy Pitson goes on. A judge and attorneys have excused a total of 23 potential jurors in the murder trial for Mohammed Noor, the former police officer shot and killed Justine Ruszczyk-Damon in July of 2017. 7 potential jurors were dismissed yesterday because they said they'd already made up their mind in the case. Jury selection will continue today. President Donald Trump plans to visit a remodeled section of the U.S.-Mexican border today. Yesterday, the president backed off his threat to immediately close the southern border. Instead, the president warned he would first slap tariffs on cars coming into the U.S. if Mexico didn't do more to stop the flow of migrants and drugs over the border. Target employees soon could see a bigger paycheck. The company is raising its minimum wage from $12 to $13 an hour in June. That is the third wage hike in less than 2 years. Okay, let's get back to today's talker. Final Four is tomorrow, and I want to know who you are rooting for. We've got Auburn, Virginia, Texas Tech, and the Big Ten team, Michigan State. Do not let my green shirt fool you. I am not rooting for Michigan State. I want literally anyone else to win apart from them. Our digital guy, Cole Primo, is here. I do think that's like a common thing, though, Cole. Like, people want the Big Ten team to win, right?
Yeah, of course.
No, not of course. It makes no sense. You cheer against them every time. No. All right, what are the people saying?
We got Jim saying Auburn will win the championship.
Wow, predicting just flat out the lowest seeded team remaining. You think the 5 seed, maybe that Cinderella story?
Yeah, then we have Cindy saying Michigan State, they seem undefeatable.
They're pretty good. I don't know. I think you take down Duke, right, and you're kind of expected to just finish out the job. But they have a couple of tough games here still ahead.
Then we have Constance saying Virginia because then it took the best in the country to eliminate my Boilermakers.
So I think that's what we all do, right? We want to get beaten by the best team. A lot of people here weighing in on Twitter as well. Bryce saying, I hate Sparty too, but I have respect for Izzo after that last game. Overall, I'm pulling for Texas Tech because they're the least likely to be here. And then Rick said I wasn't going to root against Michigan State until I saw that Kirk Cousins was going to speak to the team. Wow. Taking a swing at the Vikings QB as well.
Then we have Steve with the last one saying, I'm rooting for them to play hard and get some exercise.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think everyone's going to get a good sweat in and feel real nice and stretched out after those games on Saturday. Okay, that is it for the 734 today from WCCO. We will be back here on Monday ahead of that championship game in downtown Minneapolis. Until then, have a good weekend and be nice to each other on the internet.